why it's so important for us to talk about suretyship is because it's in the Bible. And the Bible uh, has warned, especially in the book of Proverbs, that you should hate suretyship. It didn't say to embrace it. So if you're involved in suretyship, which is impossible not to be if you are moving around one of these uh, consensually, because, and we're going to explain that in an illustrated video, how that works. But if you're doing that right now, you're involved in suretyship. And there's no way to say otherwise. People have tried to deny this, sent me emails, said they weren't responsible, that it's not them, and the government's doing this to them. And I said, that's impossible. It's called cause and effect. And secular citizenship is contract law, which requires consenting parties. So you're not made a citizen because it's impossible to make somebody something without their consent, because it's involving duties, debts, and obligations. So when we go to further on surety discussion, we go to Proverbs 11 verse 15 that says, he that is surety for a stranger. Now in the Hebrew language, that also meant to feign. A stranger had the fictio even in it, which means to feign in the law books. So if you're the surety for a title that's not yours, you're feigning, and shall smart for it, you'll injure yourself, and he that hateth suretyship is sure. Okay, so I know I hate suretyship, but if you're out there in what we talked about in the last video, then you don't hate suretyship, because there's no possible way that you will ever have property in the legal world without being a surety for it. So we're going to go to this book. It's called Corporate Suretyship. That's what I read out of earlier. But it's the McGraw-Hill series. It's 1939, the one I have, written by ghostwriter Christ. And in the introductory, it makes a interesting statement. It's quoting, it says, thus from early Greece comes the sound bit of philosophical advice found inscribed on a tablet on the Delphian temple and attributed to Thales, the Greek sage and philosopher, that suretyship is the precursor of ruin. So why are things coming to a disastrous end? It's because of this suretyship that has nothing to do with Jesus Christ, because he was made surety of a better covenant. So this is an operation in the legal that reflects the old covenant, where you were basically going to continue to sacrifice for your sins and continue trying to earn your salvation, which can never happen. And worse is, you're trying to be surety for your neighbor's title that's not yours.